got here some absolutely disgusting Gippin water, and I'm going to filter that, and I'm going to show you a couple bottles that I've improvised and turned into a filtration bottle. The one I've got here first is all out of charcoal. They're my favourite, easy to make, very quick, and they do a hell of a good job. So once upon a time this actually was a bottle in one piece. Grab the blade, slice the bottom off to allow a entry point to put all the charcoal itself. The very base of one, not the base, but the very bottom of the bottle, you got finely crushed charcoal. And as it works its way to the top of the bottle, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it gets to the top where nice big fat pieces, as so. The lid is ideal because you just put it back in and it kind of holds everything in place. At the bottom, what you have here, and actually I'll just remove it quickly and show you, is I got a piece of my sock. Cut a little piece of material off of my sock itself, put it on the top there, and I have seen people before just tie or use a rubber band around the material to keep it in place. What I recommend is actually use and do not throw away the bottle cap. Make a small hole on the lid and then just screw it back on, as so. You can see that keeps it nice and tight. So what it actually does is just one extra element of filtration that it will give you. So here's another filtration bottle. This is probably more common to a lot of people into the survival and survivalist forums and bushcraft world. Right. Same principle again. Made a hole in the lid. Bit of my sock, and it's held in place after I screwed the lid back on. Finely crushed charcoal to slightly bigger pieces, around about fingernail size. Smaller stones to bigger stones, and finishing off with some grass at the top. I've seen people use sand, I've seen people use moss. The way I look at it depends on what environment you're in, to what country you're in, the time of year, the vegetation you have at hand. You know, it's all about improvising, so whatever works for you, rock on. This is just the way I do it. So what we're going to do now is going to put that in place. There we go. And I'm going to put this beautiful clean water inside the filter bottle and see what comes out. Now the trick is with this, is that actually, let's bring it a bit closer, that you're going to have to put it through a few times. It'll be apparent once you see it, but trial and error is a big part of it, is because the small hole which I put on the bottle cap might be too small to begin with for the flow of water to go through and get a good nice flow. So start with the top. And what will happen first time round, it'll be quite disgusting. There we go. So looking from the top, you can see there, right, so you don't think I'm for the BS. Fill it to the top, and you can see that it's completely jam-packed full of water. Now, actually, the flow of water is pretty good. And like I said, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Just let it be, take a step back, and we'll get back to it very shortly. Just been banished from the table because we're just about to have dinner, but this is what we have so far. 20 minutes into it and the jar is almost full, and it's going pretty well. So once that's full, we'll then pour it back in from the top, and what we should see then is a hell of a difference in how clear the water is. Right, the band's been lifted, let's clean up. Whoa! It's about 50 minutes has gone by, and that's over. Not too bad really. Actually, let me leave that one down, and let's do it this way. There we go. So it's still a bit kind of cloudy, and you do need to filter probably twice or 3 times round. So what I'll do now is put this back through the filter bottle, and hopefully what we'll see, actually let me move this from behind it, should get clear that way. So I'm going to put it through the bottle again, and hopefully the second time round it should be a lot clearer. There we go, no cuff too tough. Okay, this has now been run about an hour, and this is the second second round. And here we go. Let's try and lift this up in a second. There we go. That was pretty clear. Obviously you'd boil it now, but as far as the filtration method, you can't really go wrong. Okay, so we did the charcoal, rocks and grass filter bottle. This one's just purely charcoal, finely crushed. Bigger pieces, 2 big chunks at the top here. So, time to prove that it works. You see it's pretty vile, that's pretty disgusting. Loads of big chunks in it as well with debris. And here we go. Right, so look at this. There we go. You can see a little bit of colour down, a little bit of black still, right, from the charcoal itself. But that's the first time round. Time for a second round, and let's go for it. There we go. Now, once this is complete, it should be a hell of a lot clearer. There we go.